Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dish Show. I'm your host Vanessa Onu, and with me today is our wonderful guest, Dr. Mafiah. But we also know her as Dr. Mufti. How you doing, love?
Hi Vanessa, I'm well. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. So tell us about yourself.
About myself, what is there to know? I was born and raised in Nigeria, actually. A lot of people think I'm not Nigerian.
You don't look Nigerian.
I don't look Nigerian. I don't sound. My name is. Yeah, I know, but I'm born and raised. I'm an Ikorodu babe, like proper Yoruba babe.
Tell me you're not joking.
I am. I'm going about going. So if you want to speak Yoruba before that one,
let's
it's
not
okay.
go far.
Not go there yet. Not
But
yet.
how did that happen? How did your upbringing affect your life the way you are right now?
Honestly, it kind of fuels why I'm even here to begin with, and why I care and why I want to do things for people. Because when you come from the not rosy or beautiful, most perfect of upbringings, and then you get to have an opportunity where you get to have the better life in quotes, you're like, oh yeah, you gotta
I can do this,
and then you gotta go back and do some for the people that are there and see what you can do.
Have you actually gone back to the people that are there?
I have. I do.
Tell us about it.
Okay. So in my I don't think I'll call it my village, but in one of the properties that my family has houses on and stuff. My sister's a medical doctor. So we did my mom is, she don't play.
And that's actually good.
Yes. So we have a water pumping system going on in there for the community. We're working on building a hospital for the community. So we're trying to do things and see how we can get back.
I feel that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So at what point would you consider as the highest point in your career so far?
We talk about my career as a physical therapist or as a model?
As a physical therapist. We're going to get to that modeling part soon.
Okay, as a physical therapist, I have one. It's going to sound a little petty. I'm sorry, I'm a little petty. I was at this clinic, and the director there, he was a very strict guy. You have to do it this way and that way and that way and blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. It's your clinic. I'll do what you want.
Definitely.
And then I worked with one of his patients because he couldn't work with her, and something happened, so I worked with her instead. And then she went up to him, and she was like, I've been coming here for almost 10 years, and you've never done this to me, and I feel amazing. I feel so much better. How come you never done this? And I was just in the back
ooh. I didn't do that. I did it, but I didn't do it.
And now you say it works better, but
I'm just trying to get my A game on.
I'm just in and out.
Well, that is super exciting. Now, you brought that up. I was gonna ask, how do you put that together? With the doctor and then the modeling. How does it work?
Honestly, it's a very different world.
Yeah.
Clearly. But it's really about how you step into a room. Because as a model, when you step into a room, a designer is supposed to look at you and say, yes, I want her. And the same thing, if I was treating you and I came in not looking like I know my stuff.
True.
You're not. So that confidence and that, even if I don't really know what's going on, you
just have the confidence.
Have it together. Because at the end of the day, you can just go back and figure out what you need to do to make it happen.
True. It's going to end either way. Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. It's okay.
Ooh, nice. But in the modeling career, how has it been? How did you start up?
Okay. So my very first fashion show actually was my freshman year in college. Oh. Shout out my friends who made me go with them.
Shout out!
I didn't want to do it funny enough. They're like, no, Mufti, let's do it. And there was 4 of us, and funny enough, out of the 4 of us, I was the only one that they picked. And they're like, you still have to do it. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. But very first fashion show, I loved it. Everything.
It just zazzed you up.
And since then I was like, yeah, the chaos, the craziness, the running around, every part of it, I loved it. And here I am.
Which one was your favorite runway?
So far, ever?
Ever. The most memorable one that you can actually never forget.
I'm going to have to say LA Fashion Week.
Oh.
Last season rather. I just finished New York Fashion Week, actually, and I went back home to LA. And I wasn't I missed the casting call because I was in New York.
Obviously.
So my agent reached out, was like, hey, this is girl, blah, 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 blah. And then lucky enough, I knew a photographer that was working with a designer that I needed another model and blah, 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 blah.
It was a lot of connections.
It was a lot of connections, but next thing I know, here I am in a show that I didn't even audition for. and it's like a major show. I walked for Chris Nick. Yeah.
What?
Thank
That is
you.
nice.
Yes, that's a moment in my
That's
career.
a moment. It's like I'm not there, but I'm there.
You know.
And that's the point we're all trying to get to.
I am very grateful.
I'm not there. The prayer is let our names be called in nice
in
places.
rooms
Like
that I'm not even in. Yes,
that's
ma'am.
actually nice.
Snaps. Thank God.
So the career has been good, and being a doctor has been fun. What other things you want to tell, like, you know, people that want to be like you? Anything you want to tell them?
It's gonna sound really cliche, but like, just do it. I know that's what everyone says. I know.
It's actually very cliche.
I know. I'm sorry.
Because if you ask me, I'm gonna be like,
I'm sorry.
Just do it.
Right? Okay. So like, as a model, there's the you're not tall enough, you're not X enough, you're not Y enough.
Yeah, I definitely
There's,
know that one.
all the barriers. But the thing is, we live in a world of social media now. You can literally build your own career. You can literally like do all the work, and they
Yeah.
will sign you.
True.
If you
true.
some age models that are signed by IMG, literally one of the biggest ages in the entire. If you see them, you're like, how are you a model? Not saying they're not beautiful in their own way, but they
Yeah.
don't fit those model roles,
boxes,
you
yeah.
know. But why do they have that? Because if you look at the social media following, they probably have millions of followers because they have put in the work
Yeah.
to build a brand. Because the world that we're living in right now, guys, is not a world of who is like the typical. It's a world of how well can you build your brand, how well can you sell yourself,
Yeah.
and can you sell a product.
Yeah, it's like we're back to the wild, but like in a more sophisticated era.
You understand?
Yeah, because
so
it was just the past was more of like, you know, this is the set of people, and this is the set of
Exactly.
people. But now everyone is everywhere.
Everyone.
Social media.
So if you know you want to do it, invest in yourself,
yeah,
and you'll be there. It might take longer. I'm not saying easy.
obviously nothing comes
You
as
know-
easy. All right, darling. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Final thing you're gonna say. I want you to advise younger generations, upcoming ones, even the older generations. Advise them on what you think is best. People that want to be like you in both angles.
I would say be authentic. Right? Sounds like another cliche. I know. I'm sorry.
That sounds perfect. It's different.
Be authentic, right? So in what you say, what you do, because one thing I would always say is no matter what room you find yourself in, you found yourself in that room for two reasons. One, you did the work to get yourself in there, or two, your personality and your persona got you in there through another person.
Yeah.
No matter which one, it was you that did that work. It was
Definitely.
your thing. So if you could just kind of stick to that, and a lot of times it will feel as though, am I doing the right thing? What is the right thing at the end of the day?
True.
I mean, of course, certain things that you shouldn't be doing. But at the end of the day, when you do something, you're like, yeah, I feel good in this action. No matter what the result is,
Yeah.
you're able to go back and say, okay, even if it didn't work out, it was me that made that decision.
True. So just be authentic
Yeah.
and keep pushing. Jump when it's time to jump. All right, guys, we've come to a close of today's episode on The Daily Dish. I'm your host, Vanessa, and you can find me on Instagram at Vanessa Onu. All right, and my guest handle?
The model_PT on Instagram and the model PT everywhere else.
That's wonderful. And you can also follow us on all social media platforms. On Instagram, it's SpiceTV_Africa. And on Twitter, it is SpiceTV Africa. Have a wonderful night.